Okay, I gotta do my low and my high on my act of kindness before I start this video, because I actually do have quite a bit to talk about. I would say that my low is, normally I would have seen my nephews yesterday, but between it being really rainy a lot, as well as some things came up, I couldn't see him. So, but don't worry, Sunday I'll definitely do it for sure. So there's that. My high is the fact that I was treated to a very entertaining episode of Hot Ones yesterday. Very nice. I'll definitely be talking about that momentarily. And my act of kindness was, let's see, what was my act of kindness? Well, it's weird because my father wanted to use my car for something, but he wanted to use my car, but I will admit, I am kind of a slob, admittedly. So, I tried, cleaning my car for him, but, he never used it. So I just did all that for, nothing. I don't know. But, regardless, yesterday was a pretty solid day. Very rainy, but still pretty good. So, with that being said, good morning and happy Friday, everyone. And it's actually, let me backtrack on that. It was rainy, but I'll never get, this morning I go outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's warm. It's really, really warm. I couldn't believe it. And then it started to rain, and that kind of, mitigated everything, but there you go. So, Hot Ones yesterday. Leslie Mann. She totally proved she is the man. I'll just keep that simple. She proved seriously, it took all the way up to the bomb to really get to her. And, rightfully so. Usually the bomb gets everybody, but she barely flinched on any of them from 1 through 7. Just got to her like that. And, there's some really good questions asked, some of the projects she's worked on, with, again, 40-Year-Old Virgin, This Is 40, The Other Woman, all the films that she's been on, she talked about that. She talked about her new film that's coming on Netflix today, which is called The Bubble. And it's actually relatively self-referential because it's basically about these actors trying to make a movie during a pandemic and stuff is going wrong or something like that. I forget the premise, but it actually does look kind of cool. I might check it out. So that's really cool. Let's see, what else happened? What else they talk about? Oh, when she got to the bomb, this is actually one of the coolest things ever, because the legit creator of Hot Ones himself, Chris Schoenberger, was actually in the room, and Leslie's like, "Come here, Chris. Come on, you gotta try this swing too." And I'm sure every fan who saw this yesterday was probably thinking, "Okay, yeah, Chris is gonna get a taste of his own medicine." Well, here's the thing. Sean Evans revealed, I forget what episode this was, but he revealed that Chris Schoenberger and a couple other people check out all the other hot sauces that they're going to use for the season. So no doubt Chris Schoenberger's had the bomb dozens of times already. Not that it would make the bomb any less weak for him, but Chris didn't even flinch. He did not flinch whatsoever. He's just chewing on the wing. Sean was saying, he wanted to, react, but, he took it like a champ, man. There's no two ways around it. So needless to say, because here's the thing, Sean Evans has teased once that Chris Schoenberger, the creator of Hot Ones, would be the series finale of Hot Ones, should they ever get there. I think we just got a glimpse of that. I mean, personally, of course I'm a fan of Hot Ones. I would be talking about Hot Ones right now if I wasn't a fan. Of course I don't want the series to end. Hot Ones is awesome. It's like the thing I look. You know what? Outside of like One Piece manga chapters, Hot Ones may be the one thing I look forward to the most consistently every week. Because, I mean, One Piece, they have a break every now and again, so that's fine. And, Hot Ones, when the season ends, there is a little bit of time before, you get to the new season. But between those two, I'm actually usually pretty satisfied. And I think the coup de grace probably this whole episode of Hot Ones is the final question when, they got to the last dab. I mean, straight up, Leslie Mann said both the bomb and the last dab are the worst. Rightfully so. But way to throw your husband under the bus like that. Because Sean Evans asked, how would your husband, Judd Apatow, do against these wings of death? And Leslie's just like, there's no way he'd get through these. He can't handle so. Like, she was just tearing her husband up, man. I'm like, girl, really? I mean, you don't even have even the tiniest amount of faith in your husband to even get through half. Like she didn't think she'd get through it. Well, okay, that's not entirely true. I'm sure Judd. I'm sure she probably knew that Judd could probably get through pretty much up to the bomb, obviously. But seriously, oh ye of little faith. That's just sad. That's like really sad. I feel kind of bad for having smiled and laughed at that part. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, this was a good episode of Hot Ones for sure. Again, Leslie Mann proved that she's the man. And although I can't believe because one question Sean asked her is like, what's the most quoted Leslie Mann quote you hear when you're out in public? And she'll have like girls walk up to her and like, let's get some, French toast. What movie was that from? I forget. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the 40-year-old version. Seriously, I really should be doing like movies in my youth on a bunch of these. Then again, even if I have thought about like doing like a theme month for that sort of thing. But the problem is like stuff comes up like all the time. I mean, in a couple weeks the USFL is gonna be on. I'm gonna get to break out my Bears jersey again. That's gonna be really cool. But that's gonna be a couple weeks from now. Actually, Easter weekend. Yeah, Easter weekend will be the inaugural game of the USFL. That should be kind of cool. So, what's there to talk about now? Well, I actually kind of wanted to do this last night, but time got away from me. But seeing as how that we are at the official end of January, February, and March, the first 3 months out of a 12-month calendar year, we are a quarter of the way through 2022. So, I want to take this opportunity to, elaborate on my feelings about, these last 3 months. Because, by all accounts, I'm sure they're different for everyone. And sometimes we always forget just how, we say the world has become a lot smaller thanks to, the internet, social media, all that stuff, but the world is still a vast place. Literally, you could be having, the worst day ever. Meanwhile, someone far away from where you are is having the best day ever, and vice versa. So, for me, right now, the only thing I'm really thankful for is, and I swear this is no I should probably preface this. This is not an April Fool's Day joke, by the way. Don't worry. You're going to be seeing a lot of, nonsense ads and April Fool's jokes all day today, but I can assure you, you won't be getting any from me. You can trust me, okay? I'm not going to do that to you. All right? Good. So, where was I? Oh, right. So we made it the first 3 months of the year. We're now 25% of the way through 2022. And if I were to really think about how everything went, I mean, first things first, the first day of the year was New Year's Day. That's already going to be like it's almost guaranteed to be a good day for a lot of people. It's the start of a new year. This is an opportunity where, you get to start fresh, clean slate, like out with the old and in with the new. And on that front, a lot of good did come out of that. The biggest thing for me is I really became more involved with my family, specifically my nephews over the last month especially. So already that's great. However, I can't really talk about these last 3 months, especially since I live in, upstate New York and specifically the Western Hemisphere, without talking about what the weather is like at this time of year. Because between the fact that the holiday season was over, because, again, we just got through the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, if you celebrate that, Kwanzaa, if you celebrate that. Perhaps maybe you celebrated Festivus. I don't know. And New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. After that, between that and the weather and how depressing and cold the weather is, everything just seems like such a letdown. And a lot of people get what's known as seasonal depression. I actually know what that is myself. Having suffering from depression myself, surprisingly, I've never gotten seasonal depression after the holiday season. It usually gets to me when summer's over and, I'm no longer able to go to Cuba Lake. But that's just me. People handle it differently. And everything just seems the days just seem so long. Except the weekend days where, we actually have a little reprieve from our daily routine. They seem short, but, then we immediately go right back to the daily grind from Monday through Friday, for the most part. Again, some people have different work schedules and stuff. So, throughout all that, I kept saying if we just made it till March, we'd have a chance. And for a little bit, it actually did sort of seem that way. The weather didn't really get to consistently warm overnight, but, warmer days did sort of, happen. There were days that we got a lot of snow, but it's not like it snowed constantly. If it snowed and we got a lot of it, it was a good, couple weeks or so before another one was just hit on us. And again, thanks to, technology and the Weather Channel, we kind of have an idea as to when it's going to happen nowadays. Sometimes I forget, just how far humanity has come in terms of utilizing technology. Seriously, I can just imagine, the ancient people who lived on these lands, and then snow just comes up out of the blue, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I'm sure they probably had some ideas. I don't know. But, especially the last month for me, it's been kind of challenging because I've been trying to make a few changes for myself. Let's just say I really wasn't, making the best choices for myself overall. But in terms of a certain particular choice I was making, it's been over 3 weeks since I went back to that, so That's really cool, right? Just, keep it up forever. And that'll be fine. I'll be able to keep it up forever. So, just take things one day at a time. And, hey, some good things happened in these last 3 months. We had it was a fantastic Super Bowl in February. We celebrated my grandfather's birthday. Lent started, and now Lent is starting to wind down a little bit. St. Patrick's Day and Valentine's Day, Martin Luther King Day, those are all great holidays. They were good days overall, especially for, if you're me and don't really have much going on. Let's see, what else? My father's birthday too. My father's birthday was in February. There was that period of time where my parents, particularly my mother and I, were kind of arguing a little bit. But, all you gotta do is, put some effort into it, and getting a couple candles from E. Oliver Company and some baked goodies from Peas and Macarons certainly doesn't hurt. And, Rita's open. Rita's open on March 1st, a Tuesday. That never happens. So, 2022 is just full of surprises. And now, the first quarter of the year is over. So, with that being said, there was a lot to look forward to. My brother's going to have his birthday this month. Today is also April Fool's Day, but I'm not going to do anything to you guys. Don't you worry. Easter, one of my all-time favorite holidays. Mother's Day is coming up in May. Memorial Day weekend, we're going out to Cuckoo Lake finally again. That's going to be great. Father's Day weekend is going to be in June. The NBA Finals are going to be in that sort of May, June period of time. So, there's a bunch to look forward to. Although, there is something I absolutely need to talk about regarding the month of April, for me. But I'm going to end today's video here, because I really do feel like what I need to talk about regarding this month needs to be discussed in its own video. So, it's personal, but it is something I feel like I should definitely, talk about from my perspective. So, if you like the video, please leave a like. If you have something to say, leave a comment in the section, down below. If you want daily updates on my YouTube channel, subscribe to me. That's easy to do, right? Just click the subscribe button and hey, you're subscribed. And you can choose whether or not you want all notifications or just some, or maybe you just want to subscribe but don't get any. That's fine too. I think that's how it works. But as always, I am very humbled I made this video for all you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hoping we all have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I want to be here to lend you always your back. Take care and make good choices. Happy April 1st, everyone.